the big source of your income is that dog.
Brody based, yeah.
Right. So walk me through what a day in the life looks like for, like, because he's just like, I want to live the coolest day every single day. And you're like, we're going to do that, but we also got to make a little bit of money. Like, how do you balance life now where, like, when you're a full-time content creator, like, obviously, you know, I'm a business entrepreneur owner now. So I'm not just an influencer, right? I think it's what everyone kind of starts at, then they start making brands and whatnot. But like when you're full content mode, which I did for years, all day you're just thinking about like, what content am I going to make? What content make? You know, how do I maximize this day? What am I going to film?
Right.
How does that work with like the dog being the main focus of that?
Right. So like it wouldn't work if Brody wasn't his personality type. If he didn't have his personality type, this would never work. If I had to force him to do stuff and sit still and like, if he just didn't want to do it, then like it just wouldn't, none of this would be plausible. So, that's one huge factor that makes this whole thing work. But yeah, so, you know, we have our set deliverables for the month that are branded. Usually we know for the month that we need to hit. So we always plan for that, but you know, you're more of a long form creator. You can kind of think like broader picture. And this is, now I post less than I used to, but short form, we were posting every day.
I think short form is probably even more difficult.
I think it is like mentally, and it's less feasible in the long term, and just like the mental aspect because, like I said, we were posting every single day, and like if you're not on YouTube Short, do you post on Shorts?
I've repurposed my content, but it doesn't do anything.
Right.
But
yeah, that won't work that well on Shorts. But the thing with Shorts is, so I just spoke on a YouTube panel for Shorts specifically, and I know 3 or 4 other creators who followed this blueprint. And it's worked. And they all have over 1 million subs now, all from Shorts growth. And you know, and this is what I did too. It's you literally have to post every single day for 2 to 3 months. Don't miss a day. Post every single day for 2 to 3 months. None of your stuff's going to get traction in the meantime. And then that 2-month mark, a switch will be flipped on, and your stuff is just going to start getting traction. All your old content's going to start being pushed. And like it is so like algorithmic based. Like it's just what happens. You have to post consistently, and it's not like the other platforms where you post consistently just to have more content out there and then increase the probability of when your video is going viral. And that's the main reason for posting. It's based off the algorithm on YouTube. Is posting every single day turns on the algorithm to start pushing your content out. And the short stuff is very different than the long form stuff. So like a lot of Shorts creators like myself, our viewers don't really watch our long form stuff. So I have 4 million subs, but I'm posting long form videos that don't get what 4 million subs should be.
People's attention span now, they're like they're taking a shit and they're like watching. They want 80 videos in the time before they get off the toilet.
Everyone has squirrel brain. I call it squirrel. Like, it's like you have to make content for people with like squirrel brains, like short attention. You have to grab them. There's a lot of tricks to doing that, but but I guess the original point was, creating content every day. You're posting a video, and then you're shooting and editing that video that night for the next day's post. And it's just, you know, it's not really a feasible structure to do with solo. So now we kind of shoot content. We are way less frequent. So like 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week. We do a lot cooler things though. Like, hey, we're Houston. We're, you know, Don't Be Sour podcast.
That's right, baby.
And so like, and like, you know, like 2 days ago, we just did Ride to Revive, which is a collab with Lamborghini Miami. They do a really cool charity event. And we brought Brody's car out there, and we had a cool kid named Sebastian. He sat in the passenger seat. We were riding around. So I got like a cool event, like a cool whole video of that I vlogged. So I had that for YouTube, and I'm going to make a short form video out of it also. So the quality of the stuff and the stuff that's now at the barrier to entry, no one can replicate the stuff that like Brody's doing. That's going up, and that's the type of content we're making, but we're just posting less frequently. And honestly, like the trendy stuff is going away. People don't post that type of stuff anymore. That used to be the content that would hit. And then when we were growing, it was whatever people were doing that's like trendy, we would do it with the dog version. That's what I would do. So, and it would be, which
is a great strategy. Like,
that doesn't really work anymore, by the way. So you can try, but it's not going to really work. Because the trendy stuff is just not what like hits. Now it's about storytelling and kind of telling a story and taking people along. There's a lot, it's a lot harder, bigger barrier to entry. And that's how it started. Honestly, it was silly stuff. I wasn't involved at all. I was behind the camera the entire time. About a year in, I made the conscious decision that I need to start implementing myself. I got to be like,
for sure,
max, dude. I want to be part of this. And also it widens the depth of what we can do as far as brand wise. Like Celsius energy drinks sponsors Brody. If I wasn't in that, I couldn't really have that partnership. Like it would, I need to be drinking the drinks. So like it just opened one, the business side of things. Two, it's just the content you can get way more in depth. I can show the bond between us. And I remember when I did that, I remember I changed the profile picture from just him to me and him. I think that was the time I lost the most followers.
What?
Yeah, like, and I was expecting.
I came here for the dog, bro, not your ugly ass.
Now he wants to make it about himself. Now, whatever. But like, I knew going into it that was going to happen, and I kind of like just had the vision of like, no, this is like an important step. Like, I need to showcase me and him together, and that's going to open this up for us. And that was kind of what I did. How I kind of grew away from just like little stupid TikTok dances with Brady.
I think the strategy of implementing yourself is a good one. I'm interested on how does an energy drink sponsor a dog?
He's a sponsored athlete.
Would people like watch it and be like, man, that dog loves that energy drink. I want that energy drink. He just like pour it in his bowl, but it's actually like water. He's like,
so I really love their, so I feel like brands do two different types of market. So some brands are super conversion based. They just want how many dog food bags are you going to sell for me?
Yeah.
And they don't really value the brand awareness that you're bringing. And like more of the lifestyle brands, like I said, Celsius is like all about like lifestyle. Like this is not like a plug or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just comparing different brands.
It's whatever, dude.
So like I'm riding my bike, having a good time with Brody. I'm gonna, need some energy for that. Let me watch back this little Celsius real quick. And so like it's just things like
Celsius.
That. A little Celsius. So you can implement things. I don't gotta say, hey, yeah, the ingredients are this, and this is like a.
Yeah, it's just brand awareness,
right,
for sure.
And so those are the best partners to have.
Mm-hmm.
They give you the most creative liberty, and they're not down your throat every month. Like your link in your story only got this many clicks, whatever, and that's stressful as a creator,
for sure.
And like that's the stuff, like that's part of the environment that I wanted to get away from in the 9-to-5 corporate life. And you kind of like bring that back on yourself if you have too many people breathing down your neck expecting certain results, which honestly, they're paying you a lot of money. You should be giving them results. But if they don't respect brand awareness, the amount of times that someone has to see a product like before they buy, like just not because they're not clicking this link right now and buying it. When they want to buy a bike, they're gonna be like, what's that bike that dog rides? That looked like a fun one. I want to drive with my dog. And then it converts to a sale, 3 months down the road. You're not gonna be able to directly, correlate that with my viral videos, but that's kind of how it works. So that's kind of a battle that you also have to have for brands back and forth.
What I just blanked out real fast. This podcast is raw, guys. It's not like I have all my notes right here, but it still doesn't work sometimes. With do you edit all your own content?
Yeah, I edit everything from my phone. I use a mobile editor.
So you're not even editing all this shit on the computer and stuff?
No, I do everything.
It goes to show you like how powerful just having a phone is.
Yeah, I use a free mobile editor, CapCut. It's just as powerful. I mean, not just as powerful, but it is a legit editor. Like you can chroma key, you can keyframe, you could do whatever you need to do through.
Why don't you just do it on a computer? So you sit there like, I'm gonna edit, guys, and you sit and you're like.
No, like I do it when I'm in bed. I do it when I'm at the gym. I do it when I'm in the passenger seat of a car. I do it like wherever.
Sometimes even when I'm driving.
I just do it. Yeah, Brody's driving. I'm editing. Yes, like I edit everywhere. And so that's what the biggest challenge for me editing long form and getting into long form is. It's like I've been trying to edit the long form stuff on a desktop or my laptop, and it's brutal. Like I'm like, oh, dude, like this is so boring. I hate watching myself. For like,
see, I'm the opposite. I love watching myself talk, bro. It's people. It's like going to blow people's
minds. So you
minds.
edit all your. I know. I always see like you edit your own.
Unless I'm at an event and like my videographer is there filming me for that event,
right.
He'll edit that because it's really like, especially when you get into editing and filming, like it's so much easier to edit when you are filming because you're like filming. You know how you're going to edit.
Yeah.
So no, I edit all my own videos if I'm filming. So I always use the reference of like, I'd say 97% of videos that I put out on the internet on my vlog channel are edited by me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I also like enjoy it.
Right.
And because I'm filming it in a way of like, okay, this clip's going to go there. And then when I'm editing it, like, it's like you're making a puzzle and then it comes together in the editing process. And I always, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's narcissistic, but like I love because I'm like laughing at my own stupid ass jokes, and I'm like, oh, people are gonna think this is fucking
Read some
hilarious.
books, and you're like,
Yeah,
dying. Read some books.
I'm like, there's the 70th time I've said that this month. What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.